Good morning. It's just gone 6 o'clock on a Friday. Now, Fridays are actually normally one of my busiest days of the week, but actually don't have that many meetings today, so could get quite a bit done. Well, I've probably jinxed it now. So, typical office day starts with me getting up just after 6, come down, read the news, checking the emails. Not that there's been many overnight, thankfully. I'm about to head off to the gym. So, we'll see how today goes. Oh, the other thing, typical day. Always start the day before the gym with a nice cup of green tea. Now, I don't drink tea because I think it's healthy and I believe all of the fads. It's because I really love green tea. Cheers, everyone. See you in a bit. Leg day done. Don't skip leg day, kids. Got them nice endorphins running around my body. Right, time to head home, shower, breakfast. Later. Breakfast done. Shower done. I'm clean. In body, if not in mind. So, first task of the day. Heading to a client for a workshop on Tuesday. So, first thing today, I'm just going to run through the presentation that I've put together. Make sure I'm happy with what I'm doing, what I'm saying, looking at all the potential points where discussions are going to be generated from, making sure I've got the right responses. This has been quite a big project, even to date, probably 15-20 days worth of effort. It's been a big standards and literature review on a potential solution to a client problem. I won't say any more than that, but we're heading there on Tuesday. So, first task of the day, run through that presentation. So, the presentation is now finished. Well, it's not finished, I'm doing it till next week, but I've now done another run through that. I'm a lot more happy for Tuesday's trip. Now on to some modelling work for a different client. This modelling involves putting together the process for how the client intends to amalgamate a very complex systems of systems into a coherent whole, and how they're going to assure the safety of that system. I'm using a version of Fram, which is something I've modified previously to do this modelling. It's really quite a useful tool. What I'll do is I'll put a link to the Furious Engineer GitHub in the notes. So if you have an interest in this or would like to have a look, there's some examples in there and there's some process steps. So please do have a look if that's the kind of thing that interests you. I shall see you on the other side. Time for a little break away from that modelling work now. Coming up, what I have is a meeting with colleagues from the Centre for Assuring Autonomy at the University of York. Hope you're aware of the work these guys are doing, but I'll put a link to their website in the notes as well as the GitHub. So the piece of research that we're talking about specifically today is we are defining a set of normative behavioural safety requirements for an autonomous robot that will be in operation in an office. It'll be within the centre. Now, there's lots and lots of work out there that defines how you should elicit safety requirements to mitigate incidents or potential incidents should something go wrong. But what about when nothing's going wrong? What about when the autonomous robot, is operating perfectly normally and nothing is going wrong? How do we want that robot to behave? Now, autonomous vehicles have the benefit of using sensors to determine, for example, the lines on a road, and they will stay at a centre point within the centre of that. But how do we want the robot to behave when it's travelling down a corridor? Does it stay in the centre? Probably not. maybe the left-hand side, which is normative with the rules of the road or the highway code. We stay on. We travel one way on the left, so does everybody else. We don't go into each other. We also need to think about how we should maneuver around and avoid both static and dynamic objects. So that's the work we've been doing for probably for a year now. Only part-time, obviously. If we're doing it all the time, I'd expect at least the first paper out of this by now. So that's what we're going to be talking about this afternoon. There will be further updates on this. But yeah, time to chat with the guys at York. See you soon. Well, that was a very productive meeting. Good workshop. Things are going well. We know where we need to progress. One of the best things about this particular research project is that I'm actually reteaching myself how to code using a Java-based language for this. And I think it's called behavior trees, but we won't go into that. That's probably for a specific video in its own right. So now it's back on to the modelling work for one of the clients. It's a Friday, so 5 o'clock, maybe 5:30. Ordinarily on a weekday, when I'm in the office, I'll stop about 5:30, have some dinner, and then do some research work until about 8 o'clock. But not on a Friday, because on a Friday I like nothing better than to kick back and have a drink of tea or coffee, honestly. So that's it for this video. It's been a day in the office. Hopefully it's been interesting. If you're not subscribed, please do. And if you are, thank you. Please continue to watch. And I'll catch you guys next time. Because remember, all the cool kids want to be a safety scientist. Cheers, guys. See you soon. Bye-bye now.